So our first term is sequence or secuencia, which is a set of numbers in a specific order. Un conjunto de números en un orden específico. So something to keep in mind is that the numbers are not always necessarily ascending or going up. In our first example they are, but in our second example, they're going down. So our next word is term or término, which is a number in a sequence, un número en una secuencia. So any of the examples above that we saw before, like 1, 2, 56. N, or N, is a term's place in an ordered sequence, o la posición de un término en una secuencia. So AN represents any term in a sequence, and A1 is the first term. AN representa cualquier término, A1 representa el primer término. All right, so 1 and 56 are A1 from our examples. An arithmetic sequence, or secuencia aritmética, is a sequence that increases or decreases by the same amount from term to term. Es una secuencia que sube o baja por la misma cantidad de término a término. In other words, you just need to add or subtract the same amount from each term. So hay que sumar o restar la misma cantidad a cada término. I like to think of it like arithmetic is basic math, so this is your most basic type of sequence. So in our example on the left, we're just adding 2 to each one. And then in our example on the right, we're subtracting 1 from each term. So the amount that we add or subtract to each term is called the common difference, la diferencia común, la cantidad que sumamos o restamos de cada término. So it'll be positive if we're adding and negative if we're subtracting. And the common difference is represented by the letter D. So if we look at our previous examples, for the first one, D equals 2. And for the second, D equals -1. So in a geometric sequence, una secuencia geométrica, each term is multiplied by the same amount. Cada término se multiplica por la misma cantidad. So generally speaking, if the terms are going up, then you're multiplying by a number greater than 1. And if the terms are going down, then you're multiplying by a fraction or a negative number. So in the examples below, 2, 4, 6, 8, we're multiplying by 2. But in the second example, we're multiplying by 1/10, which is the same as dividing by 10. Our final term is common ratio, or relación común, and it's the amount by which you multiply each term. Es la cantidad por la que se multiplica cada término. The common ratio is always represented by the letter R, and keep in mind that R can be positive, negative, a whole number, a mixed number, or a fraction, but in our examples, R equals 2 in the first one, and R equals 1/10 in the second. So that's all. Thank you guys for watching. Hasta pronto.